All right, you guys. So like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you guys get all the updates whenever we release video content on the channel. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. Salute to my brother A Weapons. He rep Midlife Music. Make sure y'all following us on social media on our Instagram. Also, make sure that you guys check out our Facebook channel, facebook.com/Ticket TV. All these links are going to be in the description box below. You guys can also catch our podcast show. Make sure y'all subscribe to our podcast show. We'll have all the hidden content that you guys didn't see from our podcast show. So all of the links will be pinned below. Salute to everybody who donates to the stream. And we're going to get ready to get started with this stream today now. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Much love, honor, respect, and appreciation.
All right, you guys. So press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comment section. Got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Press 1 if you guys can hear me in the comment section. And it is going down right now, man. It is going down. The charges have just been released, man. This is unbelievable, man. And I am going to read the entire. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, bro. Y'all can hear me? All right, cool. Let's get it. The charges have now officially been released against New York City Mayor Eric Adams. And, man, he is done, bro. I mean, this indictment is unbelievable, bro. And I'm going to read this entire indictment for you guys. This is not a Diddy indictment. This indictment is bigger than Diddy. This indictment that he has is bigger than Diddy's. Hold on. Matter of fact, this is unbelievable, y'all. Hold on 1 second, man. This dude's indictment is bigger than Diddy's. It's bigger than Diddy's. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna let y'all get on in here, man. All right, so let's get into it, man. And I'm gonna start right from the top, you guys. I'm gonna start right from the top. As matter of fact, let me make sure we got everybody in here straight. Make sure y'all all straight in here, man. Man, let's get into this indictment, man. So, the United States of America versus Eric Adams in the indictment. And this indictment, again, this is a major indictment right here. It says in 2014, this indictment goes back to 2014. So it says overview, number 1, in 2014, Eric Adams, the defendant, became Brooklyn Borough president. Thereafter, for nearly a decade, Adams sought and accepted improper, valuable benefits, such as luxury international travel, including from wealthy foreign business people and at least one Turkish government official seeking to gain influence over him. By 2018, they're calling him a traitor to the country, y'all. By 2018, Adams, who had by then made his plans to run for the mayor of New York City, not only accepted, but sought illegal campaign contributions to his 2021 mayoral campaign, as well as other things of value from foreign nationals. As Adams' prominence and power grew, his foreign national benefactors sought to cash in on their corrupt relationships with him, particularly when in 2021 it became clear that Adams would become New York City's mayor. Adams agreed, providing favorable treatment in exchange for illicit benefits he received. After his inauguration as the mayor of New York City, Adams soon began preparing for his next election, including planning to solicit more illegal contributions and granting requests from those who supported his 2021 mayoral campaign with such donations. Number two, Eric Adams, the defendant, sought and accepted illegal campaign contributions in the form of nominee or straw contributions, meaning that the true contributors conveyed their money through nominal donors who falsely certified they were contributing their own money by smuggling their contributions to Adams through U.S.-based straw donors. Adams, overseas contributors, defeated federal laws to serve to prevent foreign influence on U.S. elections. Wealthy individuals evaded laws designed to limit their power over elected officials by restricting the amount any one person can donate to a candidate. And businesses circumvented New York City's ban on corporate contributions by funneling their donations through multiple employees, frustrating a law that seeks to reduce corporate power in politics. Adams increased his fundraising by accepting these concealed and illegal donations. At the cost of his giving secret patrons the undue influence over him the law tries to prevent. Number three, Eric Adams, the defendant, compounded his gains from the straw contributions by using them to defraud New York City and steal public funds. He's accused of stealing public funds and defrauding New York City, y'all. It says New York City has a matching funds program that matches small dollar contributions from individual city residents with up to 8 times their amount in public funds to give New Yorkers a greater voice in elections. Adams' campaigns applied for matching funds based on straw donations, fraudulently obtaining as much as $2,000 in public funds for each illegal contribution. Adams and those working at his direction falsely certified compliance with the applicable campaign finance regulations, despite Adams' repeated acceptance of straw donations, relying on the concealed nature of these illegal contributions to falsely portray his campaign as law-abiding. As a result of those false certifications, Adams in 2021 mayoral campaign received more than $10 million in public funds. Number four, Eric Adams, the defendant, also sought and received other improper benefits from some of the same co-conspirators who funneled straw donations to his campaigns. In particular, a senior official in the Turkish diplomat establishment, aka quote unquote, the Turkish official, who facilitated many straw donations to Adams, also arranged for Adams and his companions to receive free or discounted travel on Turkey's national airline, Turkish airline, which is owned in significant part by the Turkish government, to destinations including France, China, Sri Lanka, India, Hungary, and Turkey itself. The Turkish official and other Turkish nationals further arranged for Adams and his companions to receive, among other things, free rooms at opulent hotels, free meals at high-end restaurants, and free luxurious entertainment while in Turkey. Y'all smash the like button, share this video, and like this video as y'all come on in. Y'all strap up because this indictment is major. Number five, Eric Adams, the defendant, and others working at his direction repeatedly took steps to shield his solicitation and acceptance of these benefits from public scrutiny. Let's keep going. Adams did not disclose the travel benefits he had obtained in annual financial disclosures he was required to file as a New York City employee. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in. It says sometimes Adams agreed to pay a nominal fee to create the appearance of having paid for travel that was in fact heavily discounted. Other times, Adams created and instructed others to create fake paper trails, falsely suggesting that he had paid or planned to pay for travel benefits that were actually free. And Adams deleted messages with others involved in his misconduct, including in one instance, assuring a co-conspirator in writing that he quote unquote always deleted her messages. Number 6, in September of 2021, the Turkish official told Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, that it was his turn to repay the Turkish official by pressuring the New York City Fire Department to facilitate the opening of a new Turkish consular building, a 36-story skyscraper without a fire inspection in time for a high-profile visit by Turkey's president. At the time, the building would have failed an FDNY Fire Department of New York inspection in exchange for free travel and other related bribes in 2021 and 2022 arranged by the Turkish official. Adams did as instructed because of Adams' pressure on the FDNY. The FDNY official responsible for the FDNY's assessment of the skyscraper's fire safety was told that he would lose his job if he failed to acquiesce, and after Adams intervened, the skyscraper opened as requested by the Turkish official. Next, New York City's public matching funds program. Number 7. Y'all hit the like button as y'all come on in. Share the video, like the video. The New York City Campaign Finance Board, the CFB, oversees and administers a publicly funded campaign finance system for municipal elections in New York City, including a matching funds program, aka matching funds program, that provides eligible candidates with public funds to match small dollar contributions from New York City residents. Matching funds. The matching funds program is intended to incentivize candidates to finance their campaigns by engaging with average New Yorkers instead of seeking large contributions from a limited number of influential donors. Y'all peep the wording, y'all. Peep the wording. And to empower more candidates to run for office. Please don't block or hide nobody in the building. Let everybody have it and talk. I don't want to block or hide nobody. It says, even without access to wealth, for mayoral candidates in 2021 and 2025 election cycles, the matching funds program operated as relevant here in the following manner. A, candidates that collected a minimum number of contributions and raised a minimum amount of qualifying contributions from New York City residents were eligible to opt into the matching funds program. B, candidates that opted into the matching funds program were required to file a signed and notarized certification attesting, among other things, that they understood that they were responsible for reading, understanding, complying with, and ensuing their campaigns compliance with various statutes and rules, that submitting fraudulent claims for matching funds or otherwise furnishing false information to the CFB would constitute a fundamental breach of the obligations affirmed as a part of the certification, and that in event of such a breach, they would be ineligible to receive additional matching funds and would be required to return all matching funds previously received. C, the matching funds program would provide up to $8 in matching funds for each one eligible dollar of contributions, up to $250 from New York City's residents. In other words, for each eligible contribution of at least $250, a participating candidate could collect up to $2,000 in matching funds. The matching fund program will provide up to $12,952,888 in matching funds for qualifying mayoral candidates during the primary and general elections in the 2021 election cycle, and up to $14,101,334 in the matching funds for qualifying mayoral candidates during the primary and general elections in the 2025 election cycle. D. Certain kinds of contributions were prohibited entirely, including I. Straw contributions. Double I. Contributions from a person who was not a United States citizen or lawful permanent resident of the United States. Triple I. Contributions from foreign entities and organizations. IV. Contributions from corporations. And V. Contributions that were made, received, solicited, or otherwise obtained in violation of any local, state, or federal law. E. Through its campaign finance handbook, the CFB informed candidates and their campaign staff that straw contributions were not only prohibited, but also illegal. F. Candidates that opted into the matching funds program were required to regularly submit to the CFB disclosure statements among other things, identified all contributions received during a particular reporting period, regardless of whether those contributions were eligible for matching the fund. It says now, these disclosure statements were required to be submitted electronically by either the candidate or the campaign's treasurer using a unique login. In order to submit a disclosure statement, the filer was required to, 1, identify him or herself as either the candidate or the treasurer, and 2, electronically sign a verification stating that this disclosure statement is true and correct to the best of my knowledge, information, and belief. I understand that by clicking verify below, I am electronically signing my disclosure statement, which shall have the same validity and effect as a signature axed by hand. Number 8, and y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here, get the lights up. Eric Adams, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, was aware that the law prohibited foreign, conduit, and corporate contributions. At least as early as 2018, Mr. Adams began raising money to fund his first mayoral campaign, the 2021 campaign. In September of 2019, Adams submitted the required certification to opt into the matching funds program. During the 2020-21 election cycle, Adams and persons acting at his direction regularly submitted and signed disclosure statements attesting to the variety of the information being provided to the CFB. Adams won his party's primary election in July of 2021 and was elected mayor in November of 2021. While serving as mayor, Adams again opted into the matching funds program and began fundraising for his 2025 re-election campaign, the quote-unquote 2025 campaign. And together with the 2021 campaign and the Adams campaign, continuing at least to the date of this indictment. Now, y'all smash the like button. Let me explain that real quick before I move on. What they're saying is he signed into the matching funds program. So when you sign into the matching funds program, you can't go get independent donations. And they're saying that he did that and broke the law doing that. Now, let's move on. It says that Adams travels to Turkey and began accepting illegal campaign contributions and personal benefits, which is illegal and against the law. Y'all smash the like button. This dude facing more time than Diddy. Y'all smash the like button as y'all coming in and share the video. Let's keep going. I'm unsealing the document before they even tell y'all on TV. I'm reading the whole document right now. Number 9, it says, within a year of becoming Brooklyn Borough President, Eric Adams, the defendant, began building relationships with foreign nationals who were seeking influence with him. In the years that followed, Adams solicited and knowingly accepted illegal campaign contributions and improper personal benefits from those foreign nationals. In 2015, Adams travels to Turkey and establishes corrupt relationships. Number 10, in 2015, Mayor Adams, the defendant, took 2 official trips to Turkey. His first trip in August of 2015 was arranged by the Turkish Consulate General in New York City, the Turkish consulate, end quote, and paid for in part by the Turkish consulate and in part for by a for-profit educational conglomerate based in Istanbul, Turkey, right? Quote unquote, the Turkish University. The second trip in December of 2015 was arranged by the Turkish official and a Turkish interpreter, quote unquote, called the promoter. In December of 2015, in December 2015 was arranged, the second trip, right, by a Turkish official and a Turkish entrepreneur that went by the promoter, whose businesses includes organizing events to introduce Turkish corporations and business people to politicians, celebrities, and others who influence may benefit corporations and business people. For both trips. Now, y'all listen to this. This is the part where they're going to cook his ass. For both trips, Mayor Adams received free business class tickets on the Turkish airline. Unlike Adams' subsequent travel with the Turkish Airlines, Adams reported that his 2015 travel to Turkey on financial, again, listen to this now. Unlike Adams' subsequent travel with the Turkish Airlines, Adams reported that his 2015 travel to Turkey on financial disclosure forms filed with the New York City Conflict of Interest Board, COIB, as he was required to do annually at all times relevant to this indictment. Number 11, in 2015, the 2015 travel to Turkey by Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, involved several people relevant to events described in this indictment, including A, the Turkish official who helped arrange Adams' travel to and within Turkey in 2015 and who later steered illegal contributions and improper gifts to Adams to gain influence with and eventually to obtain corrupt official actions from Adams. B, the promoter who arranged straw contributions to both of Adams' campaign and favorable treatment in Turkey for Adams in 2017-2019, hoping to leverage Adams' considerable fame in Turkey to benefit the promoter's clients. C, the owner and chairman of the Turkish University, quote unquote, businessman one, who met with Adams in Istanbul in 2015 and again in Brooklyn, New York in 2018. Businessman one, who was considering a business venture in Brooklyn and also sought to enhance his own status by befriending Mayor Adams, later made illegal contributions to Mayor Adams' 2021 campaign. D, a volunteer at the Brooklyn Borough Hall, quote unquote, Adam staffer, who then served as Mayor Adams' liaison to Eastern Europe Muslim countries, including Turkey. The Adams staffer subsequently became a paid member of Adams' staff at the Borough Hall and later City Hall. The Adams staffer accompanied Mayor Adams in his 2015 travel to Turkey and later, at Adams' discretion, coordinated many of the illegal campaign contributions and improper personal travel benefit relevant to this indictment. Let's keep going. Y'all smash the like button. This indictment is bigger than Diddy's. And I need everybody that's in here, and I mean everybody that's listening to this video, I need all of you guys to listen to this video and smash the like button. Please, everybody smash the like button as y'all come on in here. Okay, I need everybody to do that. As y'all come on in here, I need y'all to do that, and we're going to continue reading this indictment right now. I need y'all to do that. I need everybody that's in here to do that, please. Please, y'all do that, all right? So now let's get to the next part, right? It says, E, a wealthy Turkish businesswoman, quote unquote, otherwise known as the businesswoman, who later gave Adams multiple free or steeply discounted stays in a luxury hotel she owned and organized contributions to the 2021 campaign. Now, next part. In 2016, Adams secretly begins accepting free luxury travel. Now, number 12, after Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, first traveled to Turkey in 2015, the Turkish official introduced Adams to the Turkish Airlines general manager in the New York City area, quote unquote, and otherwise known as the airline manager. In 2016 and twice in 2017, Adams solicited and accepted free and heavily discounted luxury air travel from the Turkish airline as a part of the Turkish officials' efforts to gain influence over Adams on these three separate trips, right? A, in 2016 of October, Adams and his domestic partner, Adams' partner, also known as, it says travel to India. Adams' partner purchased economy class tickets for herself and Adams on the Turkish airline for approximately $2,286. 2 days before their flight was scheduled to depart, Adams accepted upgrades for himself and his partner by the Turkish airline to business class at no cost whatsoever. Business class is the highest class offered by Turkish airline. Had Adams and his partner purchased the business class tickets, the tickets would have cost them approximately $15,000 total. B, in July and August of 2017, Adams, a close relative of Adams, quote unquote, the Adams relative, and a member of Adams' staff who served as Adams' liaison to the Asian American communities in New York City, quote unquote, Adams' liaison, traveled to Nice, France, Istanbul, Turkey, Colombo, Sri Lanka, and Beijing, China. Adams accepted free business class tickets from the Turkish Airlines worth more than $35,000 total for himself and his companions. C, in October of 2017, Adams and the Adams liaison traveled to Nepal through Istanbul and Beijing. Adams accepted free business class tickets from the Turkish airline for himself and the Adams liaison for the flights from New York to Istanbul and Istanbul to Beijing, and for the corresponding return flights worth more of a total than $16,000. Lord Jesus have mercy. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. This thing is getting uglier than a masterpiece sneaker, y'all. This is getting uglier than a masterpiece sneaker, man. This dude right here, he going to prison for the rest of his life, man. He going to prison for the rest of his life, bro. And listen, I have more. I want everybody to smash the like button as y'all come in. There is even more information that we are going to give y'all. Not now, but right now. So y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in the building right now and y'all get this other information I'm finna give y'all right now, y'all. So now, it goes on. Because number 13, y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in here. Smash the like button. It says, because the Turkish airline provided free travel benefits worth tens of thousands of dollars to Eric Adams, the defendant, he flew the Turkish airline even when doing so was otherwise inconvenient. For example, during the July and August 2017 trip, Adams' partner was surprised to learn that Adams was in Turkey when she had understood him to be flying from New York to France. Adam responded in a text message, transferring here. You know, first stop is always in Istanbul. When Adam's partner later inquired about planning a trip to Eastern Island, Chile, Adams repeatedly asked her whether the Turkish airline could be used for their flights, requiring her to call the Turkish airline to confirm that they did not have routes between New York and Chile. Number 14. This thing gets deep, y'all. Hey, y'all smash the like button. I see all the new people hopping up in the chat. Y'all smash that like button as y'all come on in, man. Smash the like button as you guys come on in, man. And smash that like button, man. And salute to everybody that's gonna hop in the building, man. Salute everybody that's gonna hop on in as y'all come on in. Right now, let's get to this next part, you guys. This next part is crazy. So number 14, Mayor Adams, the defendant, also accepted valuable travel and hospitality benefits for himself and his companions during their time in Turkey. For example, during a stay in Istanbul during the July and August 2017 trip, Adams and the Adams relative and the Adams liaison accepted a heavily discounted stay at the St. Regis Istanbul arranged by the promoter. The St. Regis Istanbul is owned by the businesswoman who sought to integrate herself with Mayor Adams. Adams stayed in the Bentley suite portions, which are depicted here, and they have pictures of the actual suite that he stayed in. The Bentley suite bedroom, they have pictures and all of these things that he stayed in. Now let's keep going. It says, although booking the Bentley suite for 2 nights would have cost approximately $7,000, Mayor Adams paid a total of less than $600. Number 15, in order to conceal the valuable flight, hotel, and other travel benefits that Eric Adams, the defendant, accepted from foreign nationals seeking influence over him, he did not disclose any of these trips on his annual disclosure forms, despite a legal requirement to do so. They're gonna lock this nigga, they're gonna lock this man up for the rest of his life. Let's keep going. So, A, by law, of certain New York City elected officials and candidates for elected office are required to file annual reports with the COIB disclosing their financial information and outside positions and interests, as well as those of their spouses and domestic partners and unemancipated children. The purpose of the annual disclosure law is to provide transparency to ensure there are no prohibited conflicts of interest between public servants, official duties, and their private interests. B, at all times relevant to this indictment, Adams was elected. He was an elected New York City official required to file annual disclosure forms with the COIB. C, on 2016-2017 COIB annual disclosure forms, Adams was asked whether he had received any quote unquote gifts from the same person, entity, or donor or affiliated donors who had no business dealings with the city other than a relative in the total amount or with the total value of $1,000 or more during the year. Adams answered no. Adams also answered no to a similar question asking whether he had received any gifts worth $50 or more from a person, entity, donor, or affiliated donors who did not have business with New York City. This dude is done. Bro, this dude is going to be, bro, this dude is facing 100 years in prison. This dude, hey, listen, let me tell y'all something before we go on with this. This dude is facing 100 years in prison, y'all. He's facing 100 years in prison. 100 years in prison, bro, is what he's going to be facing. He's facing the rest of his life in prison. Let's keep going. It says the values, benefits Adams solicited and accepted, including free business class upgrade for 2 to travel from New York to India, the free business class tickets for 3 from New York to France, Turkey, Sri Lanka, and China, the heavily discounted stay in Bentley Suite, and the free business class tickets for 2 from New York to China through Turkey for each of the 2016 and 2017 trips described in paragraphs 12 through 14 each, exceeded $1,000 in value, as would be obvious to anyone who, like Adams, had extensive experience traveling overseas. Number 16, Eric Adams, the defendant, Mayor Eric Adams, also sought to conceal the luxury travel benefits he solicited and accepted from foreign nationals by creating fake paper trails, which members of Adams' staff assisted in and at his direction. For example, Adams attempted to create a fake paper trail suggesting he had paid for his 2017 flights to Turkish airline when in fact he had not. As the Brooklyn Borough president, Adams employed the scheduler, aka Adams Scheduler, who managed his appointments, meetings, and other official events. Despite her status as a New York City employee, the Adams Scheduler was used by Adams to perform personal tasks for him, such as collecting rent at a Brooklyn property he owned. Adams also assigned the Adams Scheduler to pay various personal expenses for him, after which Adams would reimburse the Adams Scheduler in cash. Now, let me stop right there, and I'm going to tell y'all something. What they're going to do is, and this is what I was telling y'all about Diddy's federal case too. What they're going to do is, all those people that quit under Adams, Adams can sit up here all he want and say all these people are lying, all these people are capping, all these people are going to, listen, they flipped all those people. So what the feds are going to do, this is what they're going to do. All the people that was working with Eric Adams, they gave him an option. You can either be a co-defendant and lie with him and go to trial with him, or you can become a witness and help us bring him down and testify against him. So all those people that quit, they're not indicted because why? They're testifying against him. So all of these people that they're saying are the schedulers and all these other people, bro, they're testifying against this dude. Now let's keep going, y'all. So it says B, and we got to get to right here, right? It says B, right? And we're gonna start right here. It says in B, right? It says in 2017, Adams sent a series of emails to the Adams Scheduler, directing the Adams Scheduler to pay for the free 2017 flights he and his companions had already taken on the Turkish airline. But the emails provided inconsistent explanations. In some, Adams suggested that the Adams Scheduler should pay by using Adams credit cards, while in others, Adams claimed to have left cash in an envelope for the Adams Scheduler to send to the Turkish airline. For example, in November 25th, 2017, Mayor Adams sent an email to the Adams Scheduler saying that with respect to the July trip, meaning in July and August, the 2017 trip on the Turkish airline, quote unquote, I left you the money for the international airline in an envelope in your top desk drawer. Please send it to them, end quote. Given the cost of the international business class tickets for Adams alone, Adams' email suggested that he had left at minimum well over $10,000 in cash in the Adams Scheffler's desk drawer to quote unquote send to the Turkish airline as payment for flights taken months earlier, he did not do that, as records from the Turkish airline confirms that Adams did not pay the airline in cash or otherwise because the tickets were complimentary or quote unquote free. Number 17, in return for travel benefits, the Turkish official provided or arranged in about 2015 or 2016, Adams, the defendant, granted a political request from the Turkish official prior to Adams' 2015 travel to Turkey, which Adams knew and disclosed to the COIB had been funded by, among other entities, the Turkish consulate, the Turkish airline, and three separate municipalities in Turkey. Adams had maintained a relationship with a Turkish community center in Brooklyn, quote unquote, also known as the community center. In about 2016, the Turkish official told Mayor Adams that the community center was affiliated with a Turkish political movement that were hostile to Turkey's government, and that if Adams wished to continue receiving support from the Turkish government, Mayor Adams could no longer associate with the community center, and Adams acquiesced. Just keep going. So it says Adams began straw contributions and continues to receive luxury travel benefits. Number 18, by 2018, Adams, the defendant, began raising funds for the 2021 campaign. Adams was closely involved in the details of fundraising, which he regarded as vital to his success, as he texted a close supporter later in the campaign, quote unquote, "You win the race by raising money. Have to raise money. Everything else is a fluff," end quote. Adams further explained, quote, "I have a $7 million race. I have a clear plan to raise it, and each night we're out executing the plan," end quote. Through the 2021 campaign, Adams solicited and knowingly accepted straw donations, including from foreign sources, while continuing to secretly accept free and heavily discounted travel benefits from the Turkish official, the promoter, and the airline manager. Y'all smash the like button, it goes on. I told y'all, this is deeper than rap. Number 19, as a part of these efforts, Eric Adams, the defendant, solicited and knowingly accepted straw donations to the 2021 campaign that were facilitated by the Turkish official and airline manager, among others. Beginning at least as early as April 2018, Adams asked the airline manager to fundraise for the 2021 campaign, and the airline manager sought to organize a fundraiser. On June the 14th, 2018, the Turkish official exchanged messages with Adams staffer asking how much can companies donate, question mark. The Adams staffer explained that only individuals could donate to the 2021 campaign. On January the 22nd, 2018, Mayor Adams attended a fundraiser for a 2021 campaign. The airline manager, among others, organized and attended the event. Following the event, the Turkish official messaged Adam Staffer asking for the list, quote unquote, list of participants of the June 22nd meeting, end quote. The Adam Staffer then sent the Turkish official the quote unquote list for the 6/22/2018, which included the names of various persons who donated to the 2021 campaign in the preceding days, or who donated in the following days, raising in excess of $15,000. D, a promotional flyer for the June 22, 2018 fundraiser listed as one of the fundraiser's host, a friend of the airline manager who owned an airport transportation business known as Businessmen 2. In a series of messages exchanged with Adam Staffer, Businessman 2 stated that he had facilitated a straw donation through an associate. Records from the CFB show that the associate ultimately donated $3,000 in his own name and described himself as unemployed. Number 20, number 20, right? Number 20, right? And it says also, let me read this note right here, this footnote. It says that many of the conversations quoted in this indictment, including this conversation between Adam Staffer and the Turkish official, were held in a language other than English. So they were doing this, they were talking this in other languages, y'all. Number 20, Eric Adams, the defendant, also sought to arrange for his campaign to receive unlawful contributions from the Turkish nationals, which would be routed through U.S. based straw donors. This is crazy as hell, y'all. It says, A, on June 2022, 2018, the same day as the fundraising event just described, Adam Staffer and promoter discussed by text message a possible trip by Adams to Turkey. The promoter stated, in part, quote unquote, fundraising in Turkey is not legal, but I think I can raise money for your campaign off the record, end quote. He's done. He is done, bro. He is done. Now let's keep going. It says that the Adam Staffer, right? The Adam Staffer, right? Now look at this, y'all. The Adam Staffer inquired, how will Adams declare that money here? Question mark. The promoter responded, he won't declare it, or will make the donation through an American citizen in the U.S., a Turk. I'll give cash to him in Turkey, or I'll send it to an American. He will make a donation to you, end quote. The Adam Staffer, the Adam Staffer replied, quote, I think he wouldn't get involved in such games. They might risk, they might cause a big stink later on, end quote. But I'll ask anyways, quote. The Adam Staffer then asked, quote, how much do you think would come from you? Question mark. The promoter responded, max $100,000. Adam Staffer wrote 100K? Question mark. Do you have a chance to transfer that here? Question mark. We can do it while Eric is in Turkey. To which the promoter replied, let's think. After this conversation, Adams asked the Adams asked Adam Staffer asked Mayor Adams, whether the Adam Staffer should pursue the unlawful foreign contributions offered by the promoter. And contrary to Adams Staffer's expectations, Adams directed the Adam Staffer to pursue the illegal scheme. B. In November 2018, businesswoman 1, the wealthy Turkish national who owned the Turkish University for profit educational conglomerate in Turkey, and whom Adams met in 2015 there, visited New York City. Mayor Adams and the Adam Staffer met with businesswoman number 1 at the Brooklyn Borough Hall. At the close of the meeting, businesswoman 1 offered to contribute funds to the 2021 campaign. Although Adams knew that the businesswoman 1 was a Turkish national who could not lawfully contribute to U.S. elections, Adams directed the Adam Staffer to obtain the illegal contributions offered by businesswoman or businessman 1, quote unquote, is ready to help. I don't want his willing to help be wasted, end quote. As Mayor Adams directed the Adam Staffer, maintained contact with the businesswoman one through intermediaries, culminating in Mayor Adams accepting the straw donations of businessmen one money discussed below. Number 21, in 2018, Eric Adams, the defendant, also continued to secretly solicit and accept free and heavily discounted luxury travel benefits provided by the Turkish official and the airline manager in January of 2018. Adams and Adams' partner traveled to Budapest, Hungary through Istanbul several months later. Adams' partner and purchased two economy class tickets on the Turkish airline for approximately $560 each. In December of 2017, the Adams staffer, acting at Adams' discretion, asked the airline manager to upgrade the tickets to business class, which he did for free. Had Adams and Adams' partner purchased their business class tickets, y'all, it says the tickets would have cost more than $14,000 total. Consistent with his prior actions, Adams concealed this free and heavily discounted travel the Turkish airline provided by omitting it from his 2018 COIB disclosure form, despite the requirement to report it. Next part. As the 2021 mayoral election approaches, Mayor Adams continues to solicit and accept illegal campaign contributions. In 2019, Adams traveled to Istanbul and solicited foreign contributions. Number 22, in January of 2019, y'all, Mayor Adams, the defendant, and Adams' partner traveled to Turkey, Jordan, and Oman with the assistance of the promoter because Adams made his travel arrangements through the promoter and not through an airline manager. The airline manager did not upgrade Adams' economy class tickets on the Turkish airline, instead arranging a full upgrade for Adams' partner. Had Adams' partner purchased her business class tickets, it would have cost her approximately $7,000. In an effort to monopolize flight travel as a method of gaining influence with Mayor Adams, the airline manager observed the difficulty arose in upgrading Adams because the arrangements had been made through others. When exchanging messages about another potential trip later on in 2019, Adams' staffer requested an upgrade for Adams from the airline manager and explained in part that he had, quote unquote, he learned his lesson last time. Writing, we're writing directly to you this time. End quote. After the 2019 trip, Mayor Adams exclusively arranged his flights on a Turkish airline through the Turkish airline manager, y'all, allowing the airline manager, the Turkish official, and the Turkish government to increase their influence over Mayor Adams. Let's keep going. In 2023, during a 2029 trip, Eric Adams, the defendant, solicited and accepted travel benefits from the promoter, the Turkish interpreter, who, described as above, facilitated Adams' second 2015 trip to Turkey, and in 2018 proposed to Adams via the Adams staffer, raising campaign contributions illegally in Turkey. Specifically, Adams solicited and accepted free hotel stays, dinners, and a boat trip, among other things, from the promoter, including a 2-night stay in the Cosmopolitan Suite in the St. Regis Istanbul Hotel. And they put the pictures of the suite and everything in this indictment. Had Mr. Adams, Mayor Adams, paid for a 2-day stay in this luxury suite, the cost would have approximately been $3,000 in total. Adams also solicited and accepted from the promoter free transportation, meals, and entertainment, including a car and a driver, a boat tour, of the Princess Islands of the Sea of Marmara, a Turkish bath at the Seaside Hotel, and at least one meal at a high-end restaurant. Number 24, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, did not report any of the free travel benefits he received during his 2019 stay in Istanbul on his 2019 COIB disclosure form, y'all. Number 25, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, also solicited unlawful foreign campaign contributions while in Istanbul in 2019. During Adams' trip, the promoter arranged for Adams to meet a wealthy Turkish businessman 3, known as. The Turkish official, through Adams' staffer, discouraged Adams from meeting businessman number 3, who was then under suspicion of wrongdoing. Adams did so nonetheless. During their meeting, Mayor Adams, the promoter, solicited campaign contributions from businessman 3, who as also who as a Turkish national could not lawfully contribute to any US campaign. During the meeting, businessman 3 agreed to contribute $50,000 or more to the 2021 campaign, believing that Mayor Adams might one day become the president of the United States and hoping to gain influence with Mayor Adams. In subsequent messages, the promoter and Adams staffer discussed how to funnel businessman three's planned contributions to the 2021 campaign through U.S. straw donors before any of the disclosed straw donations could occur. However, businessman three's legal troubles in Turkey and the United States became more public. Adams declined to meet with businessman 3 when businessman 3 later visited New York, and businessman 3 did not ultimately contribute to his 2021 campaign. Now, let me stop right there and tell y'all what's going on. Basically, they're saying, and this is showing y'all listen, this indictment right here, you guys, is showing you guys the entire breakdown of how the money funnels. Listen, y'all, how the money goes from people who were not politicians to people that they find, like Mayor Eric Adams, who was just in the police department. So I want y'all to think about this. Y'all smash the like button. It's going to show y'all this right here. This is where, like, if you watch The Wire, which I'm a big fan of The Wire, it's bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy. This goes all the way up to the top. So what it does is Eric Adams, who was a top police official in the police department, who then got approached by all these other foreign countries trying to gain influence, who would use liaisons in 3 different ways to transfer money, y'all, to these people accounts to help them get elected, because if you got money, it helps you get elected in these elections, right? So you become mayor, you become governor, and then you eventually get the money and the donations and you become president of the United States of America. And in return for these people having to help you get elected in these cases that gave you benefits over others who didn't, now when you become the president of the United States of America, you are influenced. You are used because the other foreign entities who helped you get to these positions now use you in order to have influence when you're at the top power to help their countries. So what they do is they make sure that they have you by the hook to make sure you're compromised and that you are used by them and influenced by their power to help their countries. So when y'all see all of this money that's not being sent to the hood, to the projects, to the poorest people in the country, but being sent to all these other countries to help, these are the reasons why. Because these people are heavily influenced behind the scenes by outside entities going through three-way and other parties to donate to all of these guys' campaigns to help build these guys up. And that's why y'all see all of these celebrities, actors, all these people who donate, who also push these people campaigns, who get out here and who also campaign for these people, who also get out here and you understand, endorse these candidates because of the power they can have by influencing these guys to do what they want to do. So basically control the world. So basically, if I'm cool with you when you are nobody, I support you, I financially support you, I have an influence, I have a power, I have a backing through whether it's media, music, acting, whatever, and I use all of my following to help get you elected, my funds to help get you elected, now I basically control you because you have used illegal donations and things like that, and I have used my influence to help you. So I control, so now I can help you get from being a mayor to a governor to a president of the United States of America. And that's exactly what they're saying is going on here with Mayor Adams. Now, number 26 of the indictment says businesswoman 3 was not the only wealthy Turkish national from where Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, sought illegal campaign contributions, y'all. It said also in January of 2019, Adams continued to seek the illegal foreign contributions promised by businessman 1, the Turkish national who owned the Turkish university, by telling Adams staffer in a text message to confirm businessman 1 continued willingness to support the 2021 campaign. Now, y'all think about this. This is the same scumbag on y'all screen who went off on Kyrie Irving, who demonized Kyrie Irving, who tried to make Kyrie Irving go get a jab. This is the same buck dancer right here on y'all screen. This is the same guy, y'all. Same guy on y'all screen who had nerve to give P. Diddy the keys to the city and then turn around and snatch the keys of the city and talk down on P. Diddy like a damn dog when this dude had all these damn allegations on his helmet. If this ain't the biggest buck dancer y'all ever seen, I don't know what is. This dude jumped out there, made statements going in on Diddy, talking about how what he did was wrong and it's a complete disrespect to New York and to all of the citizens and blah, blah, blah. And this dude, according to the federal indictment, is the biggest thief scumbag of them all. Let's keep going, y'all. Number 27, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, continued to conceal the benefits he received from foreign nationals seeking to gain influence over him. Mayor Adams did not report any of the 2019 gifts he received from the airline manager or the promoter on his annual disclosure form. In addition, in March 2019, while exchanging text messages to plan another possible trip to Turkey in which the airline manager would arrange, right, travel for Adams, Adams staffer texted Adams to be on the safe side. Please delete all messages you send me. And Adams, this dumb ass dude, Mayor Eric Adams, you damn fool, he responded, always do. In December of 2020, Mayor Adams solicited and accepted straw contributions from a New York construction company. Number 28, boy, they on his ass, boy. In 2020, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, solicited and received straw donations from a businessman who operated a construction company in New York City area, and then we call this one businessman number 4. Although businessman number 4 was not a part of New York's Turkish community, his contributions were sought and made for similar reasons to the many Turkish nationals and Turkish Americans whom the Turkish official and the promoter induced to make illegal contributions to the 2021 campaign. Businessman 4 was a prominent member of different ethnic community in New York City and was told by Adams representatives that straw contributions would increase businessman 4's influence and standing of his community with Adams. In 2020 of December, 2 volunteers for the 2021 campaign, who later became employees of Adams at City Hall, Adams Employee 1 and Adams Employee 2, and together the Adams employees asked Businessman 4 to contribute $10,000 to the 2021 campaign. The Adams employees were liaisons to Businessman 4's community, playing roles similar to the Adams staffers' role in the Turkish community. The Adams employee told Businessman 4, among other things, that donating $10,000 would give Businessman 4 influence with Mayor Adams, which would help Businessman 4's business interests and his community when Mayor Adams became mayor, and that gaining such influence with Adams would be more expensive at a later date. B. Businessman 4 agreed to contribute and offered to write a $10,000 check from his company's bank account. The Adams employees informed Businessman 4 that he could not donate through his corporate bank account. C. Businessman 4 then offered to write a $10,000 check from his personal bank account. The Adams employee informed Businessman 4 that he could not donate more than $2,000. The Adams employee then explained that the Businessman 4 should instead direct his employees to contribute to the 2021 campaign and then reimburse the employees. Boy, this is some dirty dog, illegal shit. And I'm showing y'all this is how it goes all the way up that ladder, y'all. Let's keep going. D. Businessman 4 followed the Adams employee directions. Businessman 4 personally contributed $2,000 to the 2021 campaign and reimbursed 4 of his employees for the $2,000 contributions to the 2021 campaign. Businessman 4 and his employees made these contributions at a fundraiser that Adams personally attended, which was held at Businessman 4's offices. E. The 2021 campaign requested and received matching funds for these straw donations. Let me break this down for y'all. This is some illegal shit this dude was doing. Now, you guys remember, I told y'all in the beginning of this indictment, it all breaks it down for y'all. It shows y'all where the money goes. So basically, when you are in the matching funds program, for every couple dollars that you donate, they match $8. So basically, if you donate 2,000, this dude gonna get like $8 for every 2 of those $2,000 that are donated, right? He gets $8, so he's getting 8 on the $2. Oh, excuse me, 8 on the dollar. Excuse me. So for every dollar, he's getting 8. So for those $2,000, each of those people are contributing. He's getting $8 for each of those dollars and up to $2,000 campaign funds. So imagine how much he's getting in the end when you're getting 2,000 times 8 for each person. Think about that now. This is the type of stuff that's going on, right? This is so to explain to y'all how this thing is being funneled, how this thing is going on. So you guys can see that's how it's going on. So it says F, after Mayor Adams was elected mayor, Businessman 4 sought to benefit from the influence with Mayor Adams that the Adams employees ensured Businessman 4 would result from the straw contributions. Among other things, Businessman 4 sought assistance from Adams and the Adams employees with arranging events celebrating the national heritage of Businessman 4's ethnic community. And Adams and the Adams employees worked with Businessman 4 to arrange such events with city sponsorship. Boy, these some dirty dogs, y'all. G. Businessman 4 also received assistance resolving issues with the New York City Department of Buildings, DOB, including from Adams himself. On February the 5th, 2023, Businessman 4 sent a text message to Adams saying, among other things, that I always supported you, but that Businessman 4 was quote unquote having a hard time with DOB getting a stopped work order lifted, and that although Adams' staffer had insisted, quote unquote, we reached a certain limit that you can lift, quote, end quote. Adams responded, let me look into this, end quote. Approximately a week later, businessman 4 replied to Mayor Adams and said, Mayor, my brother, I want to thank you for your help. DOB issue partially resolved, and they promised to expedite the process. Thank you. You have my continued support. End quote. It goes on. In May of 2021, y'all, Adams received straw contributions from another New York construction company as arranged by the Turkish official. Number 29, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, accepted support from the Turkish official through the 2021 campaign, and the Turkish official repeatedly informed Mayor Adams that he was providing such support when fundraising effort organized or facilitated by the Turkish official failed to raise the amount of funds that the Turkish official had promised Adams. The Turkish official told Adams and the Adams staffer that he would, quote unquote, close the gap by obtaining sufficient funds from other sources to reach the promised amount. Number 30, y'all, in May of 2021, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, sought to accept straw donations from another businessman, known as Businessman 5, who operated another construction company in the New York City area. Businessman 5 is a prominent member of the New York City's Turkish community and made these donations at the behest of the Turkish official. In January of 2021, the Turkish official messaged Adams' staffer asking for a meeting with Adams. The Turkish official and the Adams staffer then exchanged the following messages. Adams staffer said, what will the topic be? The Turkish official said, the election, that's what. Adam Stafford said, okay. The Turkish official said, November the 2nd, 2021, the date of the mayoral election. Adam Stafford said, his favorite topic. Turkish official said, Turkish community, support to him. What can we do? Let's talk. Adam Stafford said, okay. B, Adams, the Turkish official, airline manager, the Adam staffer, and the lead fundraiser for the 2021 campaign for Mayor Eric Adams, Adams fundraiser, met at the restaurant for dinner on February the 14th, 2021. At the dinner, the Turkish official committed to support the 2021 campaign for Mayor Eric Adams. Now, for y'all who's coming in here, this is absolutely uh, corruption at its highest form. This is corruption at its highest, its biggest, its deepest, and its most profound form that you guys will ever see or ever witness right now in the public. Now, it's guys that are doing more dirt than Mayor Adams. And I want y'all to understand this as I go on and read this indictment. It's guys who are doing bigger dirt than Mayor Eric Adams. They're getting more money contributed to them. They're doing more dirt, and they got more BS going on. It's big. It's big around here, y'all. It's big around here, right? It's big around here, right? And so it's more things that are going on, right? But I want y'all to understand this, right? What they're doing is right now is it's showing you how that foreigners are controlling, how entertainers, how actors, how all these famous people are control congressmen, control politicians. Now, when you see these guys at these different events, at these different parties, dapping these dudes up, then you got dudes on videotapes doing all these things. This is how they're controlling everything. This is how they're controlling everything, right? Because you're seeing this in front of the entire world. So when you get to Diddy's indictment, I'm putting everybody on game. When you get to Diddy's indictment and they pull out the videos, and they pull out the videos and they show y'all on tape, Boy, I ain't compra tres águas grande. Botellón. No. Do lo diga yo eso aquí. So when you see that, and you see that happening, man, I'm telling y'all are gonna see in court, you guys are gonna see how this situation plays out. Because what this is all showing y'all is how the money is funneled, Lebowski. This is showing everybody in the world that's watching and listening under the sound of my voice. And if y'all have not smashed the like button, we should have over 1,000 likes. Everybody should have smashed the like button by now, because it goes on. I'm gonna finish reading this indictment. But this is showing y'all how why y'all see all of these rappers. Everybody wonder why all these rappers have a lot of influence, because they have a lot of people in the community that follow them. When you see these entertainers and these rappers and these actors who have hundreds of thousands of millions of followers, their endorsement, they influence a lot of people. So their influence is needed. Their money is needed. Their power is needed. And what they do is they use these elected officials who they help get elected to now benefit them in their interests, right? So now you'll see these elected officials get invited to certain parties, get invited to certain events, be able to be in certain circles with the big dogs. You understand what I'm saying? This is how that works. This is how this entire system works. And this is how this entire system is being played out in front of your very eyes. So everybody could see what's going on in front of the entire world right now. This is why y'all see all of these celebrities have to be getting involved for their influence, their money, their power, and their community. You understand what I'm saying? So let's keep going, y'all. C, the Turkish official then organized a large dinner to plan specific donations to the 2021 campaign. Businessman 5, the Turkish official, Adams, the Adams fundraiser, and the Adams staffer attended that dinner, which occurred on April the 2nd, 2021. At the dinner, Adams explained the matching funds program and solicited contributions from Businessman 5. The Turkish official told Adams, "We are supporting you," end quote. D, after April the 2nd, y'all, of 2021, Businessman 5, who worked with the Turkish official, the Adams fundraiser, and the Adams staffer, among others, to plan a fundraiser for Adams, Businessman 5 attempted to recruit others in the construction industry and in the Turkish community, writing in part that this may feel like swimming against the current, but unfortunately, this is how things work in this country. So they're telling y'all this is how the scumbags work in this country. End quote. It says the day before the scheduled fundraiser, the Turkish official sent Businessman 5 at least one check, and Businessman 5 sent the Turkish official a message claiming or confirming that as of now, the checks that reach us are 17,000, right? 17,000. E, on May the 7th, 2021, Businessman 5 held a fundraiser for the 2021 campaign at his construction company's office. Mayor Adams, Businessman 5, and Adams fundraiser and the Adams staffer attended. The Turkish official did not attend, but sent his driver to deliver several additional contribution checks. Prior to the fundraiser, Businessman 5's construction company, at the direction of Businessman 5, had provided $1,250 per employee to his 10 employees. Each of those employees then contributed that amount to the 2021 campaign. And remember, he getting $8 on $1 of those campaigns. So you may say, hey, there's only 1,000 something. Man, he's getting $8 of that. And y'all smash the like button. If y'all not subscribed, subscribe, and you have to hit the ring the bell so it says you get all the notifications. If you haven't rung the notification bell after you hit subscribe, it's a bell. You got to click that bell and you hit all. That way you get all the notifications y'all don't miss when I come on here. And share the video too. All you gotta do is share the video online. And if y'all hit the like button, you'll get more of these videos. If you don't hit the like button, YouTube won't send you, even if you're subscribed, right? So salute to everybody supporting the channel, right? So check this out, y'all. Check this out, right? So it says that the Adams staffer sent the Turkish official a list of contributions collected at the fundraiser. F. Following the fundraiser, the Turkish official sent businessman 5 a message asking, how much is the total, ? To which businessman 5 replied, I think I got to 22. He just left. The girls, Adams, assistants were very happy. The Turkish official subsequently asked the Adams staffer to tell Mayor Adams, we will continue supporting you, which the Adams staffer did. G, the 2021 campaign requested matching funds, y'all. They requested matching funds. Listen to this, y'all. For 8 of those straw donations that were made in the names of the New York City residents fraudulently obtaining public funds to which the campaign was not entitled to, y'all. It says in September of 2021, Mayor Adams accepted straw contributions from a Turkish national. 31 says in 2021, businessman 1, the Turkish national, who owed the Turkish university, as described above, attempted to make good on his earlier commitments to contribute to Eric Adams, the defendant. Adams and businessman 1 used the promoter and Adams and the Adams staffer, among others, to devise and execute a plan to funnel businessman 1 money to the 2021 campaign, knowing full well that these donations would violate the law against the U.S. political campaigns receiving contributions from foreign nationals, y'all. A, on July the 9th, 2021, Adams staffer exchanged messages with Mayor Adams about raising funds from the Turkish university, among other sources. Adams explained that he was, quote unquote, not doing an in-person fundraiser for less than $25,000. Let me repeat that again. Mayor Adams explained, right, to his staffer in a message that he ain't doing no fundraisers in person for less than $25,000, y'all. This is corruption at its highest. It says B, on July the 20th, on 11th, 2021, the Adams staffer asked the promoter how much would be donated, explaining in a message that she needed to tell Adams a net number when the promoter estimated between $35,000 and $50,000. The Adams staffer replied that the promoter earlier had mentioned $200,000 when the promoter explained that the requisite number of straw donors could not be gathered. The Adams staffer offered to help with that aspect of the scheme. The promoter responded, then great. And when the Adams staffer then wrote, from what I gathered, you'll distribute the money. The promoter responded, yes. The Adams staffer later told Adams that the estimated total amount of the foreign donations would be $45,000, y'all. C, in August of 2021, the promoter and Adams staffer and the president of the Turkish University's American campus, the university president, exchanged messages, y'all, and voice notes explicitly discussing the plan to furnish businessman 1's contribution to the 2021 campaign through the Turkish University's U.S.-based employees. The promoter assured the Adams staffer that those employees are, quote unquote, U.S. citizen and green card holders. The Adams staffer told Adams about the plan to funnel the businessman 1's contribution through the U.S.-based straw donors and Adams approved the plan, knowing that businessman one was a Turkish citizen. This is absolute, bro. This right here, y'all. This right here is bigger than the Carter, y'all. This is bigger than the Carter right here, bro. You guys want to talk about the car? This is bigger than the Carter because this goes. And remember, everybody was saying, "Yo, Ticket, man, I don't see how it gets above Diddy, man." You know what I'm saying? I don't know how it goes above Diddy, right? Well, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now. To be honest with you guys, man, I'm just keep it real with y'all, man, and I'm gonna just keep it thorough with y'all, right? The reason why this goes above Diddy is because you're dealing with congressmen and Congress people, y'all. And these are the type of people that y'all dealing with. You dealing with these dirty individuals, these dirty type of people of who y'all dealing with, bro. And I'm just telling y'all what the truth is, man. You know what I mean? I'm telling y'all what the truth is, bro. And I'm being very honest with y'all in this situation. Now let's keep going. It says D on August the 27th, 2021, the university president messaged the Adams staffer that the Turkish university would donate $20,000 to the 2021 campaign by dividing it amongst our employees in appropriate amounts. The Adams staffer responded that if the donation is not worth more than $25,000, then Mr. President, referring to Adams, who was then Brooklyn Borough President, does not participate in person, end quote. The university president then informed the Adams staffer that in addition to the Turkish university's contribution, others would donate to reach the $25,000 threshold. On August the 25th, 2021, y'all, the university president informed Mayor Adam Stafford that the Turkish university would donate only $10,000 because that meant Adams would no longer appear at an in-person event. The Adams staffer asked Adams fundraiser to create an internet link through which the Turkish university straw donors could contribute, right? In a series of messages with Mayor Adams and the Adams staffer, the Adams fundraiser sent the link to the Adams staffer to remind the Adams staffer that the mechanics of the plan they had discussed, that the foreign donations would be concealed by routing them through U.S.-based straw donors who could lawfully contribute in their own names. Adams, who wrote the Adams staffer in the Adams fundraiser, quote unquote, "We can't take any money from people who are not U.S. citizens," end quote. The Adams staffer inquired, "What about green card holders," end quote. The Adams staffer responded, "Yes, we can," confirming that the promoter's plan to use green card holders as straw donors would work. F. The Turkish university ultimately made its straw contributions on the 27th of September 2021, when the three U.S.-based employees of the Turkish university made $2,000 contributions to the 2021 campaign and then were reimbursed by the businessman one and the university president. The university president and another U.S.-based employee of the Turkish university also made $2,000 contributions from their own funds. The contributions occurred during a period when the 2021 campaign, right, had begun. The 2021 campaign uh, had begun to wind down fundraising and were ultimately refunded by campaign and boy and but not before Adams submitted a disclosure statement to the CFB, falsely claiming that the U.S.-based Turkish university employees were true donors, y'all. This is, I mean, bro, let me tell y'all something, man. This right here, you guys, is one of them situations, man, where it is all bad and it ain't getting good no time soon, you guys. This situation, they're gonna jam up everybody, bro. And I told you guys what's going on. I told you guys what's going on and what they are doing. What they are doing is, what they're doing is, huh? No, you're Peter Trace. Okay, without a trace. All right. So what's going on is, y'all, is now what y'all gonna see is all them people that quit them jobs and resign, they were approached by the feds. They were asked to give up information, and they were probably investigated, and they're probably going to give up all kind of information on Mayor Adams in this case. They're probably going to give up. In fact, I wouldn't doubt that they give up the whole thing. I think personally, I'll be honest with y'all, I think that they're going to give up, and then Mayor Adams saying he going to fight this now. Mayor Adams is going to have to take a plea deal and give up somebody bigger than him. But the question is how far up the ladder does this go? And who can Mayor Adams give up, y'all? That's over him. See, it always goes up to the ladder till you get all the way up to the top. So when you're looking at that, you're looking at something different. So it goes all the way up the ladder, you guys. All the way up the ladder it goes. This rabbit hole is something real, y'all. And it is deep. And so I'm telling y'all this, man. You watch. They're gonna tie all of these things together. Because when that dude went up there during the Diddy conference and he was like, we don't care who you are, we're going after everybody in New York City. When he said that, I already knew it was done. When he said they're going after everybody, he said, I don't care who you are or what status you are. And he said that we're going after everybody. Man, they wasn't playing. So now, if you're Mayor Adams, the only way he's going to see his way out of this, y'all, if he roll on somebody. Now, here's the thing. He's going to have to give him a big dog. He definitely going to have to give him big dogs and people who will link. And this is how, when they say superseding indictments, now, if he rolls and snitches on guys who are illegal donors to him and all these other people, and they ask him other things, this is how all this other foolishness come into, right? And this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So Part G says, right? Part G says, right? It says on November the 2nd, 2021, Mayor Adams was declared the winner of the 2021 mayoral election. The next day, businesswoman won, and the promoter exchanged the following messages. Promoter, good morning. The president is our brother from now on, sir. Businesswoman replies, good morning. Promoter replies, may it be auspicious for all of us. We message each other. Businessman, one. Are the elections over? Question mark. Promoter, it was yesterday, sir. Everyone messaged me that he was elected. Congratulations, messages. He is most likely going to assign me as a representative, sir. I am going to go talk to our elders in Ankara about how we can turn this into an advantage for our country's lobby. Businessman says that would be nice, end quote. H. It says the promoter also celebrated Adams' prospects with additional people, telling others, including Mayor Adams himself, that Mayor Adams would soon be president of the United States. Read this, y'all. This fool right here, this mushmouth fool, who had the nerve to snatch the keys of the city from Diddy and say that Diddy was all of these bad things, but this mushmouth yuck mouth dude right here on y'all screen. You understand what I'm saying? With no eyebrow, with almost no eyebrows, looking crazy. They got women saying that he forced them to give him top in the whip and all kind of stuff, right? This dude right here, the dude who snaked Kyrie Irving and told Kyrie Irving he needed to take the jab and went off on Kyrie and was doing all that foolishness. This dude thought he was going to lobby his way all the way up to the presidency of the United States through the help of foreign officials and illegal foreign donations that was going to push him and push his political ambitions. This dude is a damn fool, and they got his ass. It said so again. Listen to this. It says the promoters also celebrated Adams' prospect with additional people, telling others, including Adams himself, that Adams would soon be the president of the United States of America. Similarly, the Turkish official wrote to the Adams staffer that given Adams' increasing prominence at this point, the foreign ministry of Turkey is personally paying attention to him, and Adams should not bother with his other Turkish benefactors. Number 32, all told. So basically, this thing is also telling you that you got Turkish officials trying to buy U.S. officials. You got Turkish officials buying U.S. officials and trying to get them into the White House so they can control the United States of America. And y'all wonder why all this money be going overseas instead of to our projects and into our hoods and into our all these people who ain't got shit in this in our neighborhoods, but they sending all this money to all these other countries to help these other countries and help their worst problems when they ain't even helping ourselves. Meanwhile, how much money is some other countries sending to us? How much money is some other countries sending to our poorest people in our neighborhoods? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So this dude sold out to the Turkish people. He sold out to the Turkish people. But let's keep going, right? So number 32, all told, the 2021 campaign reaped over $10 million in matching funds based on the false certifications that the campaign complied with the law. And when, in fact, Eric Adams, the defendant, knowingly and repeatedly relied on illegal contributions. Now, in 2021, Mayor Adams accepted bribes from the Turkish official and intervenes on the Turkish official's behalf with the fire prevention chief. Now, number 33, it says in 2021, Eric Adams, the defendant, intervened with the FDNY to permit the Turkish consulate to occupy a skyscraper that had not passed a fire safety inspection in exchange for, and among other things, luxury travel benefits provided by the Turkish official and airline manager. Number 34, in late June 2021, Eric Adams, the defendant, sought luxury travel to Turkey arranged by the Turkish official and the airline manager. When the Adams staffer began coordinating his travel for Adams, at Adams' direction, Adams again attempted to create a false record suggesting that he would pay his own way, when in fact Adams had the Adams staffer coordinate with the airline manager to provide Adams with free and steeply discounted travel benefits. Adam approved the itinerary, and to create the false impression of payment, the Turkish official, Adams, and the Adams staffer agreed that Mayor Adams would collect invoices from vendors in Turkey, regardless of whether he actually paid, and would also make some small credit card payments to conceal the fact that he was taking a vacation that was mostly paid for by the Turkish government. It goes on. On June the 21st, or 22nd, 2021, Mayor Adams, through the Adams staffer, requested that the airline manager book flights to Istanbul for Adams in order to conceal the favorable treatment. The Adams staffer requested that the airline manager charge Mayor Adams what would appear to be a quote unquote real price. So it says Adams staffer wrote, "How much does he owe? Question mark. Please let them call me and I will make the payment." The airline manager, "It is very expensive because it is last minute. I am working on a discount." Adams staffer, "Okay, thank you." Airline manager, "I'm going to charge $50. Adams staffer says no. Airline manager says, "That would work, wouldn't it?" Adams staffer says, "No, dear, $50. What? Quote a proper price." Airline manager says, "How much should I charge?" Adams staffer says, "His every step is being watched right now. $1,000 or so. Let it be somewhat real. We don't want them to say he's flying for free. At the moment, the media's attention is on Eric. He's done. They got this motherfucker on the text messages. They got his buck dancing ass on the text messages." Adam paid approximately $1,100 each for round trip economy tickets on a Turkish airline for himself and Adam's partner, which were immediately upgraded to business class at no cost. Had Adams purchased the business tickets on the open market, they would have cost more than $15,000. Now, I want y'all to think about this shit right here. They were going to charge him $50. 50. They were going to charge him $50 for $15,000 tickets, bro. He been doing this shit. But this dude snatched the keys of the city from Diddy, talking about Diddy's corrupt and Diddy all these things. And look what he did. Look what he been doing, y'all. I'm going to say it again. This dude he gave the keys of the city to Diddy, turned around, snatched the keys of the city from Diddy, and talked about how it was Diddy, what he did was wrong and he's corrupt and they don't accept that. Meanwhile, this dude is the dirtiest dog in the game. B, it says at Adams' direction. The Adams staffer also coordinated luxury lodging for Adams and Adams' partner, which would be secretly provided at no cost to Adams, as Adams staffer and the airline manager discussed. Adams staffer, he is also asking where else they can go in Turkey. Do you have a recommendation? ? Airline manager says the Four Seasons. Adams staffer says it's too expensive. Airline manager says, why does he care? He's not going to pay. His name will not be on anything either. Adam staffer, super. Man, this is it. He's done. They got him. The feds got this motherfucker on tape. C, it says the Turkish official also arranged on the itinerary for Adams and Adams' partner in Turkey, which in addition to stay at the Four Seasons would include a yacht tour, a 3-day stay at a luxury beach resort, a car and a driver, as well as a domestic flight between Istanbul and the resort. The Adams staffer forwarded details of this itinerary to Adams to assist Mayor Adams in concealing the nature, right, and extent of the travel benefits he was soliciting and accepting. The Turkish officials suggested a nominal price of approximately $720, although the true price of this itinerary would have in fact been approximately $8,500 or more, right? Adams approved the itinerary and nominal price of $720. That's insane, y'all. It goes on deep. It says on June the 26th, 2021, the same day the trip was supposed to start, the Adams staffer informed the Turkish official and airline manager that Adams was concealing his trip. The Turkish airline refunded Adams' payment for the economy class tickets, the only payment Adams had made for the late June 2021 trip to Istanbul. Number 35, it says around the time of this cancellation, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, solicited various travel benefits for the Adams fundraiser, the 2021 Campaign Chiefs fundraiser, who noted above helped coordinate the strong contributions from Businessmen 5 construction company 1 month earlier in May of 2021. From the Turkish official and the airline manager continuing their efforts to influence Adams, the Turkish official and the airline manager ultimately provided Adams' fundraiser with transportation from the airport, a free hotel, and a free use of a VIP room in the Turkish Airlines business class lounge. On 27th of June 2021, y'all, it says when Adams' fundraiser was scheduled to travel to Istanbul, Turkey, Mayor Adams created a message thread between himself, the Adams fundraiser, and the Turkish official. Adams informed the Turkish official that the Adams fundraiser would be arriving in Istanbul, Turkey shortly and needed transportation from the airport and a hotel, which the Turkish official properly arranged. When Mayor Adams suggested that Adams would pay for the Adams fundraiser expenses, the Turkish official told Adams, Eric, no problem. It was set through Turkish hospitality services. I hope she enjoyed her stay. Mayor Adams responded, it was amazing. Thanks for all the coordination and attention. In the same message thread with Adams, the Turkish official also provided the Adams fundraiser with a fake bill for the hotel stay to allow Adams and the fundraiser to create the appearance that the Adams fundraiser had paid for her hotel stay, which in fact, as Mayor Adams knew, she had not. This is unbelievable, y'all. And to the person who said it in the comment section, I want to address what you said in the comment section. You said you didn't get the notification. When you guys hit the subscribe button, if you're not subscribed, once you hit the subscribe button, you're going to see a bell. When you see that bell, you touch that bell, and then you're going to touch all. That way, you will get all the notifications, even if you're subscribed. If you don't touch that bell and click all, you won't get all the notifications. Or if you don't hit the like button, that's why I always tell you hit the like button, they won't send you the notifications, even if you're subscribed. If you always come in and hit the like button, they will send you the notifications continuously. Let's keep going, y'all. So part B, on the day of Adams' fundraiser was scheduled to depart Istanbul, Adams created a message thread between himself, the Adams fundraiser, and the airline manager. Adams wrote, the fundraiser, the airline manager. 1, he will try to help with the issue for him. 2, he can see about a hotel or the business class lounge, end quote. The airline manager then arranged for the Adams fundraiser, who was otherwise flying on an economy ticket, to have access not only to that Turkish Airlines business lounge, but also to an exclusive private suite inside the lounge, complete with a bed and free food, y'all. The airline manager explained, this is our suite for our VIPs, and we want you to feel yourself. At another point in the exchange, Mayor Adams wrote, thanks a million, my brother, to which the airline manager responded, anytime, brother. Number 36, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, and the Turkish official understood that in exchange for benefits described in paragraphs 34 and 35, in future travel benefits for Adams, Adams was expected to assist the Turkish official in the operation of the Turkish consulate in New York. Number 37, y'all. On July the 6th, 2021, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, declared victory in his party's mayoral primary. On the morning of July the 7th, 2021, the airline manager sent Mayor Adams the following text message. Brother, congratulations. Adams responded, cannot thank you enough, end quote. Number 38, in September of 2021, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, agreed to pressure a New York City agency to help the Turkish consulate secure a temporary certificate of occupancy, which is called a TCO, for a building it owned and operated. It says, and I'm going to read this, you understand what I'm saying? To y'all and show y'all what it is, right? It says, and I'm going to let y'all know what it is, right? A Brooklyn borough president, Adams, had authority under the New York City Charter to affect the administration of the city services within his borough, such as those provided by the FDNY, Fire Department of New York, and other city agencies, including through holding public hearings, introducing legislation before city council, overseeing the coordination of a borough-wide public service complaint program, and consulting with the mayor of New York City on the executive capital budget and other budget recommendations, in addition to or in the course of the performance of these duties. As Brooklyn Borough President, Mayor Adams met with members of the FDNY, Fire Department of New York, from time to time. Now, check this out, y'all. B, in 2017, y'all, now listen to this part very closely, y'all. In 2017, construction began on a 36-story building located at 821 United Nations Plaza, New York, New York, referred to as the Turkish House or the Turkivi Center, known as the Turkish House. The Turkish House was designed to serve as and now serve as the headquarters for multiple Turkish diplomat missions, including the Turkish consulate. The cost of the Turkish house was significant and was a topic of political debate in Turkey. They showed a picture of this Turkish house in the indictment. C. The Turkish consulate planned to open the Turkish house on September the 20th, 2021, so that Turkey's president could formally open the building during his visit for that year's opening of the United Nations General Assembly. Ensuring the Turkish house opened on schedule was a priority for the Turkish official who was at this time Turkey's consul general in New York. D, as a part of August the 31st, 2021, construction on the Turkish house was complete, but the DOB had not yet issued a TCO for the building. Without a TCO, the Turkish house could not be opened during the Turkish president's impending visit. The DOB had not issued a TCO because the Fire Department of New York had not yet conducted an inspection and issued what the FDNY refers to as a letter of defect, which was a prerequisite to an issuance of the TCO for the Turkish house. And issuing a letter of defect is a regular FDNY procedure, which in substance identifies remaining defects in a building's fire safety systems, but also serves to signal that the defects are sufficiently limited that building can safely be occupied. Uh, in F, from on or about August the 31st, 2021, y'all. Check this out. Through or on or about September the 9th, 2021, various New York City officials and employees, among others, sought to help the Turkish official obtain a TCO for the Turkish house by lobbying the chief of the FDNY's Bureau of Fire Prevention, right? The prevention chief, fire prevention chief, to provide a letter of defect. The fire prevention chief refused, citing numerous reported fire safety defects, some of which were serious at the Turkish house, and the likelihood that the building would fail the FDNY inspection. But this dude is so dirty, I'm about to tell y'all what he did. G, on or about September the 5th, 2021, the Turkish official began asking Adams, both directly and through the Adams staffer, to intervene with the commissioner of the FDNY or the FDNY commissioner in order to secure a TCO for the Turkish house. Adams, the Turkish official, and the Adams staffer discussed these requests through phone calls and electronic messages. In a phone call to Adams staffer, the Turkish official stated that because Turkey has supported Adams, it was now, quote unquote, his turn to support Turkey, y'all. It says that the Adams staffer relayed his message to Adams, and Adams responded, I know. H. On September the 26th, Mayor Adams messaged to Adam Stafford that he would be in contact with the FDNY commissioner. I, on September the 7th, Mayor Adams messaged to Adam Stafford that he had been scheduled on a scheduled call with the FDNY commissioner later that day. J, on September the 8th, 2021, Adams messaged the FDNY commissioner asking him to call Mayor Adams. Now, until that point, the messages between the FDNY commissioner and Adams had consisted of one, August the 3rd, 2021 message from the FDNY commissioner to Adams requesting that continuing serving as the FDNY commissioner after Mayor Adams became mayor and stressing that he was loyal and trustworthy, to which Mayor Adams sent a non-committal response. And two, September the 5th, 2021, invitation to a September 11th memorial service from the FDNY commissioner to Adams, to which Adams responded that he would try to attend and wish to speak with the FDNY commissioner for a half an hour about the FDNY. Now, K, It says on September the 8th, 2021, Mayor Adams messaged the FDNY commissioner stating in part that they needed a letter of defect from the FDNY to the DOB. They know that they have some issues, but according to them, with the letter, the DOB will give the TCO, end quote. The FDNY commissioner responded, we'll get on it tomorrow. Through Adams' staffer, Mayor Adams assured the Turkish official, don't worry, I'm on top of this. Excuse me. It says on September the 9th, y'all, he comes back, 2021, after a contractor working for the Turkish consulate sent the FDNY a letter describing the status of the Turkish house's fire alarm system. The FDNY employee responded, with responsibility for inspecting the system, sent a fire prevention chief the following email, right? Now, in that email, they said they wouldn't be willing to accept it. They don't see any way, blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? It has 60 defects, all these other things, right? Then it goes on to M. It says, on the morning of September the 10th, 2021, Mayor Adams messaged the FDNY commissioner stating that the Turkish official had understood that the FDNY was going to inspect the Turkish house the previous day and that they really need someone by today if possible. If it is impossible, please let me know. I will manage their expectation. The FDNY commissioner wrote back, there seems to be a difference in opinion between the inspector, end quote, and the private alarm engineer responsible for the building, but that the FDNY commissioner was quote unquote trying to iron it out. And shortly after noon, on September the 10th, 2021, Mayor Adams messaged the FDNY commissioner that they said higher ups at the FDNY did not give the inspector authorization to come. The inspector indicated he needs authority to come on this date. The FDNY commissioner responded, working on that as we speak. Approximately at 2:06 p.m., Mayor Adams messaged the Adams staffer that he had spoken with the FDNY commissioner and that he again told me he is on the phone as we speak trying to resolve this. Oh, also on the afternoon of September the 10th, 2021, the FDNY chief of department summoned the fire prevention chief to a meeting. The chief of department was the FDNY commissioner's direct subordinate and the fire prevention chief's superior. The chief of the department informed the fire prevention chief in substance that if the FDNY did not assist the Turkish consulate in obtaining a TCO, both the chief of department and the fire prevention chief would lose their jobs. The fire prevention chief then drafted a conditional letter of no objection, end quote. For the Turkish house, the fire department chief had never before written a conditional letter, no objection, right? Of no objection, which was not standard of the FDNY procedure, y'all. Instead, the fire prevention chief wrote this letter, which he later described as unprecedented, to inform the DOB that the FDNY did not object to issuing the TCO, provided that the private engineers affirmed that the fire alarm system functioned properly, assuming that the Department of Buildings had inspected, tested, and approved the installed water-based fire suppressor systems, end quote. P. At 2:17 p.m. on September the 10th, 2021, the FDNY commissioner wrote that Adams' letter of being drafted now, everything should be good to go Monday morning. 4 minutes later, Mayor Adams messaged a Turkish official from the commissioner, letter being drafted now, everything should be good to go Monday morning. The Turkish official responded, you're great, Eric. We are so happy to hear that. You are a true friend of Turkey. Mayor Adams then replied, yes, even more a true friend of yours. You are my brother. I am here to help. At 2:30 p.m., the Turkish official confirmed, you're such a friend. At 2:31 p.m., the fire prevention chief sent a conditional letter of no objection. to the private alarm engineer. After Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, pressured the FDNY to permit a TCO to be issued for the Turkish house, the Turkish official continued to fulfill his end of the bargain by providing additional luxury travel benefits to Adams. These benefits, which Adams accepted, were worth $14,000. 8A. On September the 14th, 2021, 4 days after Adams calls the FDNY to acquiesce in TCO, Adams messaged Adam Staffer directing her to secure tickets to Pakistan for a trip from November the 30th to December the 8th, 2021. The Adam Staffer relayed the request to the airline manager, stating he'll pay the economy price ticket, class price, but asking, can we upgrade later, question mark. And the airline manager replied, of course. B, on September 21st, 2021, the Turkish official messaged Adam Staffer seeking a meeting at a particular time between Mayor Adams and the Turkish deputy minister. The Turkish official wrote, this is very important. He, the deputy minister, is the person who makes all the arrangements with one phone call in Turkey. Flight, yacht tours, hotel, rental cars. The meeting did not occur because Adams was scheduled to meet with a former president of the United States at a time requested for the meeting of the deputy minister. It says C. After the airline's manager and the Adams staffer further discussed the price and timings of Mayor Adams tickets, September the 28th, 2021, Adams purchased two round class economy class trip tickets from New York on a Turkish airline from New York to Pakistan, arriving in Lahore and departing from Istanbul for a total price of $1,436. On November the 17th, 2021, Adam Stafford messaged Mayor Adams to confirm that he still intended to travel and that he should therefore have his tickets upgraded to business class. Adams responded, okay, do so. On November the 18th, 2021, Mayor Adam Stafford messaged the airline manager requesting an upgrade. The Turkish airline upgraded Adams' tickets to business class at no cost to Mayor Adams, man. This dude is dirty as hell, man. It says that on November the 25th, 2021, 4 days before he was scheduled to depart for Pakistan, Mayor Adams asked that his designation be changed to Ghana. The airline manager changed Adams and Adams' partners' tickets to business class flights to Ghana at no cost to Mayor Adams. Had Adams paid full price for the class tickets to Ghana, they would have cost him more than $14,000, y'all. E. On November the 26th, 2021, Turkish official informed Adam Staffer that we will, quote unquote, we will take care of the lawyer in Istanbul, quote unquote, referring to a 9-hour layover in Istanbul during Adams' just scheduled flight from New York to Ghana. The Turkish official then offered various arrangements for Adams, including an escort to meet Adams and Adams' partner at the gate of the Istanbul airport pickup at Istanbul airport luxury vehicle, later specified as BMW 7, with a driver, dinner at a high-end restaurant where Adams would meet a Turkish government official, drinks at a separate location, a boat tour at the Bosporus Strait, and return to the airport in time for Mayor Adams' business class flight from Istanbul to Ghana. Adams selected the airport, escort, driver, and dinner, but declined the Bosporus Strait cruise, explaining that he has done the boat tour a few times and touting the benefits he provided. The Turkish official messaged Adam Stafford, don't let the airline manager and others confuse Mayor Adams. We are the state. F. On November the 30th, 2021, Mayor Adams Stafford relayed to the Turkish official request by Mayor Adams that his excursion into Istanbul received no media attention, including social media, that the Turkish official agreed that it would be confidential, quote unquote, and according to the Turkish official, confirmed that during Adams' dinner at the Istanbul restaurant, the Turkish officials' team did not allow anyone to take pictures, end quote. This was in stark contrast to Ghana portion of Adams' trip, for which Adams actively sought and obtained press coverage, which Adams posted about on his social media account. After Adams completed the layover, the Turkish official and the Adams staffer exchanged the following text message. Turkish official, was Eric satisfied? Adams staffer, it was great. Thank you for everything. Turkish official, 2 thumbs up. It's okay. If he's happy, if Eric is happy then, question mark. Is Eric happy then? Question mark. Adam Staffer said he's very happy. He's sending you his thanks. 40. During and shortly after the travel to Ghana and Istanbul, described in the preceding paragraphs, Eric Adams, a defendant, took additional actions for those who provided him travel benefits in exchange for those benefits. A. In early December 2021, Adams announced the members of his transition committees, which were established to advise the mayor-elect and his team on policies and appointments before he took office. Initially, there were no members of the Turkish community on any of the committees. B. On December the 8th, 2021, the Adams staffer sent the airline manager a link to list Adams' transition committees and asked the airline manager, have you looked at the list? Question mark. The airline manager responded, it would suit me well to lead or senior advisor. 2 days later, the airline manager sent a message reiterating, lead please. Otherwise, seat number 52 is empty on the way back. Meaning, if the airline manager was not given a position on the transition committee, it would affect Adams' travel benefits from the Turkish airline. C. On December 17, 2021, the Adams staffer sent Adams a list of members of the Turkish community to add to Adams' transition committees with the airline manager as the top name. Mayor Adams informed the Adams staffer that he has sent the list to the persons responsible for organizing his transition committees. Adams sent the list to a staffer member with the direction and add to transition. The airline manager was subsequently added to Adams' Infrastructure, Climate, and Sustainability Committee transition, right? Committee. D. On December the 23rd, 2021, a senior Turkish government official sent the airline manager a series of text messages noting the airline manager's membership on Adams Infrastructure, Climate, and Sustainability Committee and sending applause emojis. The airline manager responded that his membership on the transition committee was in service of Turkey. Thank you, brother. We're doing our best to serve our country adequately. Your support gives us strength here. Thank you. You're always there for us. We're trying to be worthy. 41. Eric Adams, the defendant, continued to conceal the luxury travel benefits accepted in exchange for taking actions favorable to the Turkish official, the airline manager, and others by once again not reporting these gifts on the 2021 annual disclosure form, y'all. In total, from 2016 to 2021, Mayor Adams received the following benefits from the Turkish official, the airline manager, the promoter, and others, none of which he reported on his annual disclosure funds. And they have his disclosure funds listed. You understand what I'm saying? On this document. It goes on. Adams continues his relationships after becoming, Adams continues his corrupt relationships after becoming the mayor. After his inauguration, Adams favors those who provided him with illegal benefits over those who fell short. And in this part, they go to prove all of these things that Adams basically favored all of these people who benefited him over people who didn't benefit him and help him, you know what I'm saying, in this situation. It also goes on to name Adam and his co-conspirators attempted to conceal their criminal conduct, is what they're saying that they did. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, they try to defeat the scrutiny, according to these reports as well. You know, FBI agents ran down on their places and all of these other things. And also, they have statutory allegations in here too. It says that conspiracy to commit wire fraud, federal program bribery, and to receive campaign contributions by foreign nationals. That's count one. Statutory allegations, right? And so it goes through all of those allegations that he had been accused of, you know, right there from that count. Count two, he was accused of wire fraud, you guys, and they accused him of using wire fraud. And count three was a solicitation of contribution by a foreign national. Count four, solicitation of a contribution by a foreign national. Count five, bribery is what he you know, been accused of. And they went for the forfeiture allegations, and it says number 64, as a result of committing one or more offenses alleged in counts 1, 2, and 5 of this indictment, Mayor Eric Adams, the defendant, shall forfeit the United States pursuant Title 18 United States Code Section 981 and Title 28 United States Code Section 2461 and any and all properties, real and personal, that constitutes or is derived from proceeds traceable to the commission of said offenses, including but not limited to a sum of money in the U.S. currency representing an amount of proceeds traceable to the commission of said offenses, right? It goes on to say substitutable assets provision. Number 65, if any of the above described forfeitable property as a result of any act or omission of the defendant, A, cannot be located upon the exercise of due diligence, B, has been transferred or sold to or deposited with a third person, C, has been placed beyond the jurisdiction of the court, D, has been substantially diminished in value, or E, has been commingled with other property which cannot be divided without difficulty. It is the intent of the United States pursuant Title 21 United States Code Section 853 and Title 28 United States Code 2461C to seek forfeiture of any property of the defendant up to the value of the forfeitable property. That means if he hides any of his money, if he hides any of these things, I'm telling y'all, and excuse me, to the person who said I'm wild for putting Diddy up there, no, I'm not. The reason why Diddy is up there is because this Buck Nanza Bonanza, who went out of his way, this shucker and jiver, who gave Diddy the keys to the city and then snatched the keys of the city from him and demonized P. Diddy in a statement saying that what P. Diddy was wrong and all of that shit he said about P. Diddy, sir. So if you know what the hell you talking about, Dr. Don Reed, get off your knees, man, and listen to what the hell I said and know who the hell I be, sucker. Right? This is the same dude who gave Diddy the keys to the city, then turned around, snatched the keys of the city from Diddy, and demonized Diddy, talked down on Diddy, and said that what Diddy did was illegal, wrong, and was against everything that New York and the citizens stand for, and he would vigorously fight against that. This same dude then is indicted on fair charge, you dumb fool. This same dude who went in on Kyrie Irving when they had one rule on Kyrie Irving and they had an agreement. They thought Kyrie was going to be able to play in New York City because they had a rule in New York where they could play. And it was mandated, you damn fool, right? He then went back on his word, allegedly, according to the reports, and went in on Kyrie and told Kyrie, nah, because he wanted to get along with what they were trying to say against Kyrie. He comes along and says, nah, you need to go ahead and get the jab so you can play. So then they shut Kyrie down from playing in New York too, when he thought he was at least going to be able to play half the games at home during the pandemic. See, y'all forgot about all this. I ain't forget about this shit. See what I'm saying? So sit down and shut your ass up. That's the reason why P. Diddy's on the screen, you damn fool. Because this man right here paraded Diddy around, gave Diddy the keys to the city, and as soon as Diddy got in trouble, he abandoned him and threw him in the street like a dog and talked about him like a dog, and then his sorry ass gets indicted a week later. The hell is wrong with you, man? You better stay the hell away from me, boy. Do the math. Half of these people lying in their rhymes, sucker. That's what's going on, you damn fool. So the point is, they walk around, parade, and pick these dudes up. And as soon as Diddy got in 1 ounce of trouble, this fool, who not only got sexual harassment allegations on his helmet, and all this shit he got going against him, he turned around, and turned down on Diddy. And talk about Diddy like a dog, and now his sorry ass got indicted today. And his indictment is bigger than Diddy's, because he's on a level that's higher than Diddy's. He's on a level of personal service to the people. So you're on a level of personal service to the people, but you're using and abusing your power. Period. But you're going to talk shit about Diddy, and as soon as Diddy get in trouble, when Diddy was out here showing you love and supporting you, what you do? Nah, man, give me the keys to the city back. And not only give me them keys, go look at the statement he put out against Diddy. Do your homework before you come against me, playboy. I'm surgical in everything I do, fool. What the hell is wrong with these people, man? So this dude right here is the epitome of a buck dancing bonanza. Period. Checkmate. End the game. So don't come in here running your mouth talking about, oh man, Ticket, why you put him on the screen with Diddy? That's the reason why, you dumb ass fool. It's because he gave Diddy the keys to the city. And as soon as Diddy, this dude was cool with Diddy, kicking it with Diddy. And I told y'all about all these people that have turned around on Diddy, talked down on Diddy, that was around Diddy, chopping it up with Diddy. Soon as Diddy got in trouble, they don't want no smoke. They don't want to stand beside him. They want to talk down on him. Snatch the keys of the city from the dude. You the same dude that gave him the keys of the city. So what the blue hell is we talking about? He's a buck dancing bonanza, period. And he lied. He forced his way to get into that election, allegedly, according to the reports. Used illegal campaign funds, bribed people, all kind of shit. And allegedly had the whole Turkish government doing that. You said I'm not black. Excuse me, sir. I'm all black. My mother and my father are black, and I'm from the States. Just because I speak Spanish, I speak 5 different languages, you dumb son of a bitch. Shut your stupid ass up, boy. I'm not like you. I'm different, you dummy. That's what happens when you play professional basketball around the world your entire life, you damn fool. You learn different languages, dummy. You don't put me anywhere on God's green earth, nigga, and I don't learn the language while I'm around. I'm going to know what people saying, nigga. I'm going to know how to talk the language. I'm going to learn how to talk the talk. You understand? And shout out to all my Haitian niggas out there too. Sac passe. Straight like that. Shut your bitch ass up, boy. The hell you coming in here running your mouth for? You must not know, fool. The hell wrong with you? Get it right, nigga. You understand? You's a damn fool and just talking, period. If you educate yourself, you'll know something. This is how you got to do, people, because they come in here and say foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? They come in here and say nonsense, buffoonery. When this guy on your screen, Eric Adams, he literally gave P. Diddy the keys to the city, right? He supported Diddy because Diddy was supporting him. Then you turn around. You was cool with Diddy. Then you turn around. As soon as Diddy got into trouble, you turn around snatched the keys of the city, demonized him when you got your own sex allegations out against you. He had his own sex allegations out against him that he denied. Diddy's out here denying his allegations, but instead of you falling back, you snatched the keys of the city from him and talk down on him and make it seem like, hey, man, this dude's a problem and we don't need that in New York City and the citizens. Meanwhile, you got all this dirt on you, bribery and all kind of shit on your helmet, and the feds don't came and picked your ass up not even a week later. Man, stop playing with me, boy. And y'all better step off, man. Point blank, period, man. And I'm letting you know what it is, dog. Like, share, subscribe, man. So Eric Adams got his karma. Point blank, period. He got his karma. And that's why I put him in the picture, dapping Diddy up. Because how you dapping Diddy up, and now look on the right-hand side, he looked like he done lost his puppy. Because you chopping it up with the dude. You all cool with the dude. Soon as the dude got in trouble, you turn your back on that brother. And that's exactly what this bozo did. Soon as Diddy got in trouble, man turned his back on that man and talked him and snaked him. Go look at his comments on Diddy. I'm going to pull up his comments right now. I want you to see this fool's comments on Diddy. Look at his comments on Diddy, y'all. Eric Adams' comments on Diddy. This is what Eric Adams said on Diddy, right? This is what he said on Diddy right here, right? I want y'all to see what he said on Diddy, right? When he took the keys to the city from Diddy. He took the keys to the city from Diddy. You know what I'm saying? So when he took the keys from the city from Diddy, right? He gave it to him, and then he took it from him. This was his quote. I want y'all to hear his quote. This was his quote, right? He said, I strongly condemn, right, the actions of Diddy and stand in solidarity. And he says, I strongly condemn these actions and stand in solidarity with all the survivors of domestic and gender-based violence. Our city has worked tirelessly to make sure survivors are heard and seen by our administration, is what he said about Diddy. Meanwhile, this dude got a chick that's accusing him of forcing him in the car to not only give him top, to not only use her hand on him, but not having enough decency to even take her home, but dropping her off at the subway. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. But when it benefited you, you was cool with Diddy. When it benefited you. Soon as Diddy got in any kind of trouble, oh man, the hell with Diddy. You denouncing Diddy. But meanwhile, you got all this dirt on your name, and now, a week later, you get a federal indictment smacked on your name. Make it make sense. Like I said before, man, don't play with it. If you gonna come at me, bro, do your research and know what the hell I'm talking about before I come out here and talk. Instead of just running your mouth. Because you run your mouth and you put yourself in a bad situation, sir. Like, share, subscribe, and y'all ring the bell. And I ain't even read every part. It was still 20 pages of indictment I ain't even read. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Man, I'm gone.